Hey guys, I'm not going to tell y'all that I did this whole video already, and this thing, for some reason, it just didn't, I guess, go through. It didn't upload. So here we are again. But guys, yes, this is your girl, Crystal Mattel, is here to empower those all across the world on a mission to conquer in life and find your purpose. Today is day 3 of the YouTube Live Challenge. I've decided to do my challenge by giving you some early morning manna to go in addition to your breakfast. So today I have a question for you all, and that question is, what have you been doing with what you got? What have you been doing with what you got? Have you been making what you got beneficial for you? And I'm talking about your God-given talent, your God-given ability. Have you been using what you got? And if at this point in life, guys, if you aren't sure, in any way of what your call is or what your purpose is, then this is exactly where you want to be to begin to start to find that answer, right? It's your God-given ability. It's your God-given talent. God has placed an investment on the inside of each and every last one of us, right? It's something that comes natural to you. It's something that, you were born loving. You were born knowing what to do with. This is your God-given ability. This is your God-given talent, guys. So this is the thing. If you don't know what that is, I want you to begin to seek that out, to find that out, to get more into yourself, to figure out whatever that thing is. Okay. The investment that God put on the inside of us all is supposed to yield a return. But the problem is, many of us have been neglecting our natural abilities. We have been wasting our talents. We have been, sitting on our gifts. And as a result, we are pretty much cheating God of the return that He is due. Okay, so today I want to actually read you all a passage of scripture. It's going to be in the book of Matthew. I'm going to begin at chapter 25. I'm going to begin at verse 14. Hold on one second, guys. So sorry. Pool guy is here, so I had to open the door for him. But anyway, we're at the book of Matthew, chapter 25, beginning at verse 14. And it's the parable of Jesus talking about the talents. And it reads, again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his property to them. To one he gave 5 talents of money, to another 2 talents, and to another 1 talent, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received the 5 talents went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 more. So also the one with the 2 talents gained 2 more. But the one who had received 1 talent went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received the 5 talents brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 talents, so I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with 2 talents also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 talents. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Then the man who had received the 1 talent came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your talent in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. His master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well, then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers so that when I return, I would have received it back with interest. Guys, this is exactly what we do with the gifts and the talents that God invests in us when we make the decision not to do nothing with it. You have many of us who are just too afraid, and you got some of us who are just too shy, and we develop these characteristics that make us into people who begin to do what that servant who got the one talent did. We bury it and we do nothing with it. And we are robbing God of his return when we do that, because he put that initial investment in us for a reason. It even said in, verse 14, he said he gave them according to their own ability. So he gave this to you according to your ability. So you have the ability to do something with what he gave you. You have the ability to make something out of what you got. You just have to learn to do something with what you already have. Okay, if I give you something and you make the decision to do nothing with it, you're basically saying that you have no need of it, and then the thing that I gave you is considered useless because it's not being used. Every investment, guys, should always yield a return. We know firsthand how it works with bank in the natural. Anytime you get a loan from a bank, they are expecting it back with interest, because that makes the initial investment worthwhile. So we have to start using our God-given abilities and using our God-given talents and doing something with it, making something, greater out of it, because it is the reason for why God had initially placed it within you. So don't think that he's giving you these things to covet it, or he's giving you these things to bury it, or he's giving you these things to neglect it. No, he's giving you these things to use it. And with you using it, it will yield back to him 100-fold return. You don't want to get to that place of judgment where you stand before God and he asks you, what have you done with what I've given you? And you said, all I have to give you back is what you initially gave me, because I did nothing with anything that you invested in me. Okay, guys, so that was your morning manna. That was your exercise portion of food for your soul to go with your breakfast. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, guys, do me a favor before you go. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. This was day 3 of the YouTube Live Challenge by Dr. Shamika Dean. I hope you were blessed. I love you all to life. Be blessed on purpose.